Hey there. So in my continual journey into lighter and lighter everyday kind of carry gear, I want to talk to you guys today about the Maxpedition Platy. In this case, it's the 4x6. It's a pocket organizer pouch. What I like about it is it not only works really well as a pocket organizer, but it actually works well in a couple other settings that I wasn't anticipating when I was first checking it out. So I'll go over some of the specs with you and kind of its features, and then I'll talk through actual using it and kind of show some of that stuff. So full disclosure, Maxpedition did send this to me to check out and talk about, but like all of my reviews, none of this was given to me. What I say, all of my opinions are my own. I'd like to give you just kind of an honest rundown of my impressions of it. It's made of 500D fabric, so it gives it some water and abrasion resistance, which is really nice. And they say that it's triple polyurethane coated. That's what gives it the water resistance that it has. And it has both YKK zippers and paracord zipper pulls. That's a great batch of features, and it's probably what you've come to expect if you've used any of Maxpedition's products before. The fabric feels really solid. The stitching is really well done. It feels very durable, very well put together. For something that you're going to be sliding in and out of your pocket every day, I think that that's really useful because it's going to have a lot of friction and a lot of stuff. And if it was made of a weaker fabric, you could see that getting worn over time. I don't have this completely loaded out at the moment, but I've been experimenting with different types of things I can put in it. So right here I've got the bit driver for my Leatherman. I carry either the Arc or the Surge a lot of days, and so having this in the pocket organizer expands what I could do, and I could probably put one of those slim little things of extra bits right down in there. I've been carrying chapstick right here, and on the other side, I actually really like this. This is the Work Sharp folding field sharpener. When I first talked about this, I liked that it fits easily in a backpack, and actually in these long sections right here, it fits perfectly right in there. Not something I ever would have thought of to carry in a pocket before, but quite frankly, because it fits so perfectly in here, to me, I'm like, this is really cool to have a way to touch up knives and stuff everywhere I go. Same for having a pen. And then in this little zipper compartment, what I've experimented with so far is just having a lighter in there. I've also got this little ratchet driver for my Leatherman. I've got some Purell wipes and a couple of Band-Aids. Basic boo-boo kit kind of stuff. And I've been thinking about different types of things that I could keep in there that would be helpful. I'll report further on that as I go. Now, wearing this in the pocket, I'm not normally somebody who likes to carry a whole lot of stuff in my pockets. I don't like bulge and a lot of bulk. But this does a really good job, even when loaded up a little bit, of kind of distributing the bulk, if you will, across an area, so it's not overly bulgy from the pocket. And if you're wearing cargo pants or something, this fits really well into that kind of pocket. And at first, when I saw this long lanyard on it, I was thinking, oh, this is in the way a lot. I think I'm going to take it off. But then I thought about it a minute, and I'm like, well, actually... So I wore it as a kind of a necklace, and I think that's really cool because then it can either be a sling or like when you're hiking, you could wear it around your neck and just have it like under the shirt or in a jacket or something. That I think actually really expands the usability of this more than I've got this Maxpedition pouch that I've had for years. I've carried all kinds of different things in this over time. I use it now kind of as a light tool and accessory pouch that I can throw in a backpack and stuff. In this case, like if I were bringing those bit drivers for the Leatherman, here's a bunch of bits, like real bits, that I could use. It fit really nicely in there. Small tape measure, Sharpie, cord, zip ties, just like random things that are not going to be in other pouches and compartments that I have. So I like this pouch, but other than something that I just shove in a backpack as a like little way to keep it organized, I've not always known how to carry this, because it's a little bit more limited in that way. What I like comparatively about this is it gives you kind of three options, I think, for how you could use it. In the pocket, you could wear it as a necklace, of course, like I was saying. And what I also really like is I've taken to bringing like a fanny pack or a sling style way of carrying stuff around, and this slides really neatly into just the main compartment without butting up against too much, and then you can just close it. And this is kind of cool then, because I'm like, even when I'm not going to have it in a pocket, I could put this set stuff in it and know I could throw this in my backpack in the admin compartment. I could throw it in a fanny pack. I could wear it on its own and always know this is a core batch of stuff that I'd like to bring with me everywhere in a very minimal way, and it can easily be thrown into a larger carry setup on a day where I'm doing that. The kind of versatility that that gives you is unlike anything that I've experimented with so far with these types of pouches and stuff like that. And so I really like that aspect about this pouch. I went with the 4x6 version, as you can see. I'm glad that I did. This still fills up the pocket a pretty good amount. I don't know personally that I would want the 5x7 version. I feel like that would just be too big for what I would be doing with it. So a couple of things that maybe could be a little different. I like the idea of both of these pockets here that you could put something in, but I find that this being a wider loop makes it as though you're going to put something bigger. I guess the idea is that you would put it so that it's laying over that, but otherwise I find it strange that, like, for something to go in the middle of this, it's going to hit the threads in the middle of the lower pocket, so it couldn't actually like retain and then go down into that. Maybe that's a deliberate choice, and that's fine. It's just something that stood out to me that seemed worth mentioning. But I do like that you have like thinner things over here, and so you could put like a small flashlight like this onto the end there, and then it could go down into the pocket. This is an extremely tight pocket clip. Sorry about that. So you could do it like that, and then have a little flashlight with you all the time. And of course, you could put it in the pouch side over here. But I think that you could also use this for like cash or a couple cards, sort of in place of a wallet, especially if you were out around in a place where you wanted ready access to it. And that would make it really handy to wear it sort of as a necklace so that it's more secured to your person than in just, say, a fanny pack or something like that. I think the amount of pockets that you get on this offers a ton of versatility. I mean, you have two little ones there. You have all sorts of hook and loop that's sort of like an admin compartment on bags that I've had. And then you have this big pocket for something larger. And then, of course, all the stuff that you have over here. The zipper feels good. It's very easy to use. It feels very solid. It has never like gotten snagged or stuck any of the times that I've used it. And the little pull that they give you here is perfect for it. I think it strikes a great balance of making it simple to grab onto without too much trouble, but not being so big and bulky that it's in your way. And this big lanyard, you can just kind of wrap around that to stick in your pocket if you want to keep it on, or put it in a fanny pack, and it's not too obtrusive like that. So I really like a lot of the features in this. Like I said, I haven't been a person who generally carries a ton in my pocket, but I will continue experimenting with this to see if that changes my view. And even if it doesn't, even if I remain a person who doesn't always want to carry something this big in my pocket, why this is still a win for me and why I have been carrying it every day is, like I said, because it's so easy to slide in a bag or a fanny pack or something. It makes it you able to have like a little EDC loadout that can go in anything that you're going to do for the day, and it allows it to be worn with a variety of different clothes, so that if you're wearing a pair of pants that has a small pocket, or dress pants or shorts, maybe this isn't going to be ideal for the pocket anymore, but it would be really easy to just wear around your neck or in a bag. Awesome. So I think that's going to do it for my impressions thus far. Thanks again, Maxpedition, for sending this to me to check out and talk about. I always appreciate those types of collaborations. And for anyone watching, if you have some questions about this that I didn't talk about, throw them below. I'll do my best to try to answer it. And otherwise, if you've used these types of pocket organizers before and have your own like opinions and feelings to share, I would be really interested in hearing from you, because as far as pocket organizers go, they're not things that I have used a whole lot. So I would always appreciate people weighing in. And if you guys have tried one of these, what kind of stuff have you put in it? I'd be interested for ideas just from other people who load this up to see what kind of gear do you throw in here and what do you use this little pouch for. That would be interesting to discuss. So thanks guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.